welcome to our KORK International Horror Festival. We are so happy to have you and have your film in our festival. How are you? First question.
Very well.
Okay, perfect. So the musical Spider, Leif, your performance was perfect, and I know that you have a background, a very, very rich background as an actor. So, how was the film for you when you first saw the script? How was your reaction, maybe inside the reaction?
When I first get the script, I thought this is really, really, really crazy. To become a spider, you know, and I thought, how should they do this? But I leave it to Lionel and to Henry, you know. I give my personality to them, and I also playing in my life. I have been a cat, a dog, a wolf, a snake, a bird, and everything else. So this is one of the more animals, you know, to be a spider. But it was a really, really interesting script, and really, really, really tough script, and really, really fun to do. But I didn't know from the beginning, how should they do this? What the hell is this? But it's been amazing film. Really, really, really amazing.
Yeah, and maybe that was the reason that the script was too crazy and you chose it. Maybe it wasn't that crazy, you wouldn't be okay with the script.
I love crazy scripts, and I love crazy things, and that's my whole life now, to be involved in crazy things, you know. I'm an old punk rocker, you know, so we just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's go.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut the heads. That's good. That's so cool. Yeah. Wow, and it will be a classic question, but I'm kind of curious about it. What was your inspirations for preparing for this role?
I get the inspiration from the director Henry, who's sitting here. He told me how to play this, and it was some. I just listen to the director. I always do that. I always, you know, said what the director should want me to do. It was really amazing. I didn't prepare so much. I just prepare me and Cecilia, who play my wife. We just have a rehearsal a couple of weeks before. Was it a couple of weeks before?
I think it was a bit longer because I was doing the master with Leo at
it was a half year
at the school, so it was almost half a year before, and we were kind of trying this some scenes, but not, you know, special effects things, but more about finding kind of this relationship, or the bad relationship, how to work with create this kind of family
drama. Yeah.
So we met in that rehearsal space, and then like half a year later we got we had maybe the money, I don't remember, but it was fun because I haven't really done that before, to rehearse pretty seriously like that with a short film. It was a lot of fun, and I'm very generous of Cecilia and Leif to participate with that.
Yeah, the cast is really powerful, and it makes it even more satisfying to watch the film, apart from everything. And it is adapted from a comic writer. Yeah, did you know the comic writer before, and was there a reason behind you chose this particular subject?
I don't know, Leif, if you had read it. It was in the 80s, like late 80s or something, or early 90s. This magazine Pox, which was like underground comics,
like Zine.
Yeah, and I read it when I was quite young, and then somehow it stuck with me, this idea. I don't know. I've also done a film about a brain without a body, so there's something deeply personal about this kind of people without bodies that I've been working on, or like I don't know if it's therapeutic, but I guess it's about somehow losing your I don't know, the body versus mind somehow. Maybe that is interesting, but also I think it was fun and very bizarre, this whole story. But I become friends with the comic book artist because there was a long process with this film, because I was starting to do it, and then and we got some money maybe 10 years ago, and then I got seriously ill and I had to turn the money back to the Swedish Film Institute. And then I kind of took it up again a couple of years ago, and during the time there, I was also working in Belgium with a commercial, and then I had the chance to meet the comic book artist, and that's how we got the rights to do it. But he's a super enthusiastic and nice guy, and very funny. He's doing really incredible stuff all the time. He has a new comic book coming out now, which is called Necronomicon, which is some kind of mashup between Disney and Necronomicon.
Yeah.
So he's doing really interesting fantasy stuff all the time. Very adventurous mind. He told me about the background to this comic, actually, that he had seen in the early 80s. He had, in the same weekend, he saw Eraserhead by David Lynch and The Thing, the John Carpenter horror film where someone turns into a spider briefly. So somehow, and then he kind of dreamt this story.
Good collaboration. And I love the storytelling, actually. And you said you love body horror, but it's not like a slasher type of body horror, but it's a storytelling body horror, and it is really good. I want to talk about your style, actually, your way of storytelling, and why do you want to tell stories this way, this romantic way, this dramatic way?
Yeah, I think it was fun because with Lionel or Leo, we were able to kind of capture this sort of 1940s noir style, but in a kind of color way, and that also informed the way that the story is told a bit. That the framing and the way that it's lit. But I don't know. I like this kind of world where you build a world with the images and that you get kind of drawn into it. So I don't know if that answered your question. I forgot the question almost.
Me too. Yes, and you have this thing with music. You're coming from a music background, and you have this another necromantic short film called "She's Dead," I guess. Yes, She's Dead, and there is maybe about your future plans or something, or how you put music in your films that you're directing, and your relationship with the music in the films.
It's fun because both Leif and me and Lionel are musicians somewhere. Leo plays with this really great band now called Boko Youth in Sweden, and I also play with some bands. So I think for me, music is always connected with the image and the creative. Of course, I mean, it's a way of creating a mood, but I also think I'm quite specific about the music, and with this one I started working with Christian Gabel, who did this kind of more, because I had the vision of that we would do sort of experimental synthetic music, the way that it could have been done in the 30s when the film was set. So he was using these old oscillators, like experimental sound devices that existed in those days to create these kind of the sounds. And also there's a fantastic guy who's playing what is it called, the Onde Martenot, which is the first synthesizer that was from the 1920s. And so when Leif is turned into the spider, that is the sound that you hear, is this 1920s synthesizer. So it was very kind of conceptual. And also with the music that Cecilia is playing was music from Erik Satie, the composer, and this particular piece. This was not in the comic, but it was more something I discovered while I was working with the film, that the idea of this piece is that you have to play it many times, the same melody, and because the character was complaining that she was always playing the same melody, it felt like a perfect fit for the film, that would be this piece that she has. It's very like you have to know your music to history and Satie to know this, but she's actually very professionally playing this piece, just like you're supposed to. If it's like 680 times or something, you're supposed to play it in a row, and then it becomes this piece. It's called Vexations, and it's a kind of famous piece. But yeah. Maybe Lionel, do you think musically when you are working with images and film?
Yeah, and we hadn't really spoken about the soundtrack then, but I had just been introduced to the genre of noir. I was kind of new to it, just starting that master's course. Introduced to a few, so I was like so eager to explore that. But in terms of music, I don't remember us talking about that then.
No.
I'm finding out now, and I want to watch it again. That in mind.
Yeah, the music adds melancholia. The Erik Satie music really adds melancholia. So in the very surface for the audience, yes, it was very melancholic and dark. And Leif, I was informed that you don't have much time for this interview.
No, I must soon leave because I must prepare. I'm on the theater now. In my theater, and I should soon play. Play. It's a monologue. It's an old man. I should be, have a mask and everything. So.
Which play are you in now?
John Fosse's play, Så var det. So
okay. Norwegian famous.
Norwegian. It's the monologue, the Norwegian Nobel Prize winner,
Yes.
So it's full house every night, and today I'm playing at 3:00, but I must prepare now and take on the mask and just get the concentrations,
Oh, okay. Maybe to put you in the concentration, I have a little question for you. Maybe that can be a little bit personal, but I'm really curious about. There's a telephone scene where your daughter, 18-year-old daughter, just cut your head, and you're talking to the one of the last scenes, and you're just a head with spider legs.
Yes.
Yeah. And how was that scene for you, and for the director, for the photographer? Like, how was that scene? That was amazing, actually.
It was a really little bizarre. You say bizarre?
Yeah, bizarre.
Yeah.
Yes,
really crazy, And I thought, how should they do this, Lionel and Henry? How should they do it? I just listened to Henry and do what he said I should do. But I thought, and it was really what you said in English. It was really, vad heter millimeter på engelska, Henry?
Yeah, like millimeter, or like it was.
Yeah, it was to sit exactly this or this.
Yeah.
No, Henry said, sit like this. Okay, no, up. Okay, up. So it was really, at this point, But it was really, when I saw the film, I was laughing and said, this was really, it's good. It's an amazing film. I hope we win the prize in Turkey. Then we should have a party at home, and play some music. And the music was also really wonderful. So I'm really proud for the film, just together with Lionel and Henry and all the other stuff also. It's really amazing. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It was so satisfying to watch you on the screen, and it will be so satisfying to watch you on the big screen at the festival. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love Turkey. I've been there once working, and I loved it a lot.
You were in Istanbul, or
Yes, in Istanbul, and I was shooting some commercials. So I was
and
working with local crew, and I had a really good time with them.
Okay, wow. And which year was that? Just out of
This was like it was just before the pandemic, so it must have been like 2019 or something like that. In the beginning, when it was starting, because
And Lionel, I want to know more about your work and your collaboration with Henry, and yeah.
Well, what I can say from what I recall is that we began this masterclass, and then there was just some synergy there. There were many people wanting to create stuff, and me and Henry quickly he pitched I think he mentioned this, and I thought it was this project, and I thought it sounded crazy, and that ticked many boxes already for me. And I was interested to try this out, and also all those kind of course, all those technical aspects of it, putting a head onto a spider and all. There was many type of fun things that I hadn't tried out, or like variations of something that I had tried out before. So there was just many things, many boxes ticked for me for this project, and also, as I mentioned, I had just started watching noir, and I was just so fascinated that they lit so hard. They lit differently in those days. They had different, technical limitations and other type of lamps, but it looks like it's lit so hard, and I was like, I would really want to try that out, and this is a good project for that. And yeah, I mean, I've never done anything played out in the 1920s, 30s, so that's also, there was so many new things to try out, and it was done with such a joy. And I think what I love, working with Henry, is that it's always like a big experimentation going on, or some idea. You just like to nerd it out.
Yes. This is what I'm actually curious about. Do you want to expand your abilities, or you want to experiment more on the horror field, or where do you see yourself the most?
I'm still learning a lot of who I am and what I like to do, and I had never done a horror film. I think my idea of it is that it can be difficult, to do that, and so that's why I wanted to try it out. And after this experience, I would love to expand more on this style. Would love to do in this vein, Henry. I would love to do like a longer format, or just a sequel. Do a few other, great.
Thank you for taking your time, and bye. Take care.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the film. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.